Yup, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Envy is still on vacation.
I know, it's ridiculous now at this point.
But we do have a special guest in the building, one of the young gods of the game. My man Vic Mensa is here.
What's up? How you doing, bro?
He got his new EP. There's a lot going on. You seem like a young man with a lot on your mind, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You can tell by the content of the EP?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a lot of different records on the album I like. I mean, it's only 7, but
Yeah.
let's talk about 16 Shots.
Yeah, 16 shots.
Very, very socially conscious record. I'm sure it's gonna piss off a lot of police. You know,
That's good.
You talking about shooting at the police? Let's expound on that, man.
16 Shots is a record that I made based on my experience fighting back in the street in Chicago after a kid named Laquan McDonald was murdered by a police officer named Jason Van Dyke. Emptied the clip on 16 shots, super unnecessary. And then they withheld the video, you know what I'm saying, so that the mayor could get reelected. So I made a record about it, and because it's like it's way close to home to me. It's not just something that I'm seeing on the news and like feel detached from. It's literally 1 degree of separation. When I got out there that day, I bumped into one of my homies who just got out. He'd been locked up for a minute. And Laquan was his little man's, like from his block. That's like one of his guys, knows his family, knows his mama. And so he's out there and he's fucked up in the head over it. And then a couple months later, he calls my phone like more or less in tears because he's like, yo, they just gave the dude that killed my homie a job because they gave that officer, the police union gave that officer, Jason Van Dyke, like a job as a janitor.
It's like rewarding him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just gave dude a job again. So it's like, that just shakes me to
You got to slow down on the cursor because I want this to make the air.
Okay. My bad.
Well, being so vocal, I know I've seen you've been tweeting to the mayor and everything. Have they ever responded or said, okay, maybe we need to actually sit down and talk to Vic Mensa? He has the minds and he has the attention of the kids. Maybe we should figure out what we can do to improve. Has anybody reached out to you?
I never tweeted at the mayor.
Tweeted things about,
Yeah. At this point in time, I haven't sat down and spoke with, the powers that be in Chicago, and I'm down with it. We could chop it up. There have been times during that whole exchange when we were in the street protesting against Laquan's murder, there were some offers to the people that, I was moving with from the mayor to sit down and talk, but that wasn't a time when, we really wanted to. Not a good time to. That wasn't a time when we felt like
it was too volatile.
Trust you,
Yeah.
Like it's hard. That's something that I'm dealing with in the EP. Is just the idea of trusting the people that are supposed to be in positions to help us. And that's why I wanted to put it out the way that I did. I put it out with Respect My Vote, where it's like you pledge to vote to download the music for free. And basically that's just putting your word on it, you know what I'm saying? Saying that I'm going to use my power that I have to actually make a change in the place I live, because we got a lot of trust issues with the system that we live inside. And I think it's important that people, especially, young people and felons and people that are pushed to the side by society, use the power they got. The oppressed people. I think it's mad important.
So you had to change your heart about voting? Because I remember last year you told Vibe, F all the presidential candidates. It's almost like a process you have to be involved in. Because I used to always feel like how Hov said, government, F government. We politic ourselves. Mm-hmm. But it's almost like you have to, because a lot of our ancestors did die for our right to vote.
We have that right, man. People don't think they got power. Mm-hmm. And that's one power that you can exercise, you know what I'm saying? Past just the presidential level, on a local level. That's one of the things with the song 16 Shots. The state's attorney that withheld that video when it came time to do the primaries, we voted her out. She's not going back into office. Like, it's certain things that you could change,
right.
Especially on a local level.
Now, I've heard artists tell me before, I don't like to get too political. I don't like to discuss things like that. Do you think it is important for artists to kind of bring more attention to what goes on, current events and in the world around us?
To me, I don't really view talking about the world and the events happening around me as being political, you know? I think that, yeah, this specific voting aspect of it is political, but I wouldn't really consider myself like a political person or a political artist. I'm more so just for reality, you know? I think that people forget that there is an opportunity in music to talk about something. And then when you do say something that's, you know, not just about the club, Maserati, then it's like, oh, he on some political, but it's not even necessarily that. It's more so that I try to make music from a place of reality and, you know, experience, something that matters to me. You know, that's
I heard
what
you
I want
say,
to rap about.
I heard you on the EP say this isn't conscious rap, this is ignorant. Do you like shy away from that label of conscious rap?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really heard anybody say conscious rap to me for a while, you know, but when I first started rapping, though, I was influenced by a lot of different stuff. You know, some of it being like Common or somebody that's traditionally labeled as a conscious rapper, you know.
But it'll still slap you. Right. I seen Common slap somebody in Myrtle Beach House of Blues years ago.
Common not playing. Common from the shy, bro. Common not playing.
Common said he's tired of you telling that story.
I mean, it's an amazing story. It's an amazing story because of all he's accomplished now. And he was rapping, freestyling, slapped the guy, and never stopped rapping. I was like, yo, this dude is the illest.
Yo, that's wild.
Do you think it's possible to deliver the candy without putting it in the medicine?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if I understand what you're saying correctly, I feel like the reason that I said that right there when I said this ain't conscious rap, this ignorant, hair trigger, ain't no fun with the rabbit got the gun. When I cock back, police better run. It's because I ain't want them to misunderstand the song and see that, oh, I'm talking about a message, you know, there's something. I didn't want them to misunderstand that for some safe. You know?
I think they got the message. You wanted people to shoot at police officers. Do you think it could be any good cops? Because I even heard you say on the record, F the black cops too.
Yeah. You know, like, honestly, the entire record was like made directly from my experience right there. I mean, I've had a lifelong experience with police officers that has brought me to this point.
Gotcha.
But everything I was saying in that record was like from what was happening on the ground. So while we standing there, we facing off with the police, and they pushed my homegirl with this bike, and she touched the bike or something. He was like, "Don't touch my bike." You know, this fat white dude. I put him on Instagram, actually. Officer Trendle, what up? I hope your kid's watching this. But then, you know, he called my homegirl a she's like 4'11"
for touching his bike.
For touching the bike, because they're trying to use the bikes to, like, you know, keep us in line like they want us. And there's a black officer right there. And I'm just like, man, really, you standing next to this man? Like, I know how you must feel. And we could just see it in his face, you know, because I'm like, that could have been your son. You know what I mean? You take that badge off and they see you on a dark street, they might do it to you too. And so that's where that was from. I do believe definitely that there can be a good police officer. I just haven't met very many or any.
You don't want to turn into the people you despise, though. Because I feel like, you know, you don't want violence to beget more violence. Like, you don't want to just call for people to shoot cops.
In this situation, it's self-defense, you know? I'm not saying that everybody should go out, pick up a gun, and go shoot the neighborhood cop. But when somebody's got a gun in your face or somebody's got their foot on your neck, anything you do to get that foot off your neck, that's not just violence, that's resistance. You know what I'm saying? That's self-defense, that's self-preservation. And so this whole idea of we could just keep talking about it and we could just keep getting shot and recording it and the world sees it and nobody gets in trouble and there will be no repercussions, that's not reality. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can only be pushed so far. So it's like, I understand what you're saying in a sense, and you know, that's truth, that there have to be you know, solutions on all fronts. But like, I've said this for a long time, that like, we can't act like cops aren't gonna die as they keep killing us. Like,
it's gonna happen eventually. That's just karma. Like, that's energy. Yeah.
You can't act like your life is more important than my life, because in the eyes of the universe, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? To American laws, that's true, but right and wrong doesn't side with you in that opinion.
Yeah, I know for a fact all cops aren't bad, but I think the problem is they have that blue wall of silence. So if you stand by and you watch somebody
Good
doing
cops,
bad and don't say nothing about it, then that you're
like, but yeah, you know, and so I think I wanted to make that target a metaphor for more than just like the police or like educational system or anything. It's also like in the industry, you know, in the rap game and in the city. It's people that want my spot, and it's shots being taken for good reasons too, you know, photo ops. But it's mostly just that being in a position of elevation. It's like a lot of people want to get at you. I mean,
it says stay alive too, which is something every kid
still
from
alive.
Chicago still alive. Every kid from Chicago should be happy about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you've also been open about your dealing with depression and actually having to take medication. A lot of people think depression's not a real thing. And they'll look at it like, oh, well, he's so successful, he's doing well, people love him. I don't understand it. Because we've been talking about that a lot up here, because a lot of people that we know have suffered from depression, but people don't understand that you have to sometimes really deal with that, like with medication and everything. How have you been able to overcome that?
You know, for a long time, I was like just very wary of any type of medication that you would take on a regular basis. And I'm like, I like the way I think, you know. I don't want to get in the way of that and damage that. And I don't see medication or anything as being like a end all be all solution, because at the end of the day, what really has built me and helped me grow into a position of power within myself and within my own mind was just like dedication and focus, and just removing everything that I didn't need, you know, from my life, and just stopping with the drugs and stopping so much with, you know, late night dip-offs. And it was just kind of like when I started holding myself to my mother's word, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better way to say it, then that really helped me get past everything.
And that one song, there's a lot going on. You talk about all that stuff.
I talk about a lot of stuff in that song.
You talk about cheating on your girl, a lot of infidelity. You young. You're supposed to get a lot of vagina, Vic.
Yeah, I know that.
So why do you beat yourself up?
Wait, we just talked about holding yourself accountable.
Because I had a girlfriend for a long time. You know what I mean? Had a girlfriend for a long time, and the situation just went far. You know what I'm saying? And it passed a point of normality to the point where it was happening in my life with my girl that it's like, I know I'm the 1% of people that has experienced this specific extremity.
What was it? You was having sex with a lot of girls at festivals?
No. I'm talking about between me and her, how far it went. Yeah, I mean, I was just.
You choked her out in the song.
But that's the beginning of the story.
Okay.
That's when you realize this is going.
Yeah, I mean, that's when I realized that, wow. But that was like maybe 2 years or something before we broke up. So in my album, I deal with like a lot more of just like some crazy.
A lot of people would never admit something like that.
Exactly. That's what I ain't gonna front. That's what makes me like you as a rapper, because you're that honest. Because I'm like, I Googled it. I was like, did that ever come out that he beat up a girl or choked a girl? You would just.
I didn't beat her up.
You choked her.
But you also, when you did that, realized this is not a good situation.
I realized 100. You know, like just even to anybody watching this, you know, I want you to know that I'm not proud of that. I don't talk about things like that in record because I want to brag. You know, I just like I think that my biggest strength is that I'm able to, you know, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. You know, and that's what brings me relief, is being able to put something like that into record. And it was a situation, you know what I'm saying? I never would